Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Here we go with the kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, and he fumbles. Offense keeps possession, recovers the fumble. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. Come to the line for second down and very short now. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Short throw complete to the tight end. Not much after the catch, but it feels good enough for a first down.
Well, this is called settling down in his own defense, just kind of finding that soft spot. So not only does this tight end show that he's got great athletic ability and great size, here he shows that he understands coverage by sitting down in that hole, giving the quarterback a nice target, able to pick up that first down.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with are defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. On the run here, lets it go. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Boy, another great throw and catch here by the Buckeyes, and it just makes you think back how far this offense has come from the days of being known of 3 yards in a cloud of dust to now being one of the more efficient passing offenses in the country. Year after year, you go back to Cardell Jones and J.T. Barrett, all the way back to Troy Smith, and most recently with C.J. Stroud and Justin Fields. Just another great quarterback that we're watching here today for the Buckeyes.
We go with a direct snap. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Give it to the back again. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Fires it to the wideout. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Tackle made on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 37 now. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to get the throw off. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. When you find anybody open, brings up a second down now. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Send the back in motion. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Finds his man. It's Sanders. That's a huge gain. Stop finally made it to 43.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback.
And the junior gets home making a sack there.
I mean, that's just being a difference maker up front. You look at that uniform, you think over the years with Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, and Chase Young, and so many great defensive linemen. And this guy right here is showing you he's got some of the similar skill set as some of those greats.
With the sack on first down, it's second down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to pass here on second down. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up third down.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the ball at midfield, and now the offense facing a third and long. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
Well, this isn't exactly how we envision this game getting started. You see an interception early, you're thinking, okay, great opportunity. Bang. They throw an interception right back. So everything is even. We can start all over, and the offense comes back out on the field.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had some good things going on the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Getting set. Here's second down. quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Makes a quick grab. They tackle him, but the gain moves the ball to the 36. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
They'll test the right side here. Finding some room at the 25. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
You know, Chris, what a great run here. You think about Ohio State, you think lately about those NFL-ready wide receivers. But we all know it starts with their running games, all those great backs they've had over the years.
Will he score here? And he'll get there. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Simple throw, all the yards after the catch. Explosive play by the receiver to score.
Just a dynamic, athletic playmaker. As simple as you said, Chris, just throw him the football, he makes a catch, and then all the fireworks are after the catch. And this defense just unable to corral him.
Kickoff team on the field getting set now. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. Single back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
We got some ground to make up, 2nd and long from the 15. Offense looking to throw the ball. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down.
Chris, I don't know if it's the hype of the national championship, the timing between the quarterback and his receivers, but they have not been able to get anything going at all here in the first half. And the problem is they're already down in this game. They've got to put the ball through the air and start hitting some passes, or there's no chance they come back and have a chance to win.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Pulls it in. It's Henderson. They bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on 3rd down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The Gators will have 1st and 10 here. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. They get him down, but that was the kind of explosive chunk play this offense has been looking for.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense.
There's a shot toward the end zone. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
You know, the game often comes down to a play or two, and the offense just missed a huge opportunity for a big play. They're going to have to make some adjustments there and maybe go back to that play and see if they can come up with a big opportunity.
So 2nd down after the incompletion. And the quarterback dropping back. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a 1st down.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. Can he get there on the ground? And he's brought down, but not before he gets first down yardage.
Well, it's a great job here by this offensive line and the running back to be able to pick up the first down. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole here in this first half. The only way they can get back into this game is converting on third down. It's exactly what they were able to do. Get a new set of downs and a chance to put points on the board.
The Gators move into the red zone. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Makes the grab. Can he get there? Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
The tight end drag route is the perfect option for an offense looking to scheme that position open for some yardage. Perfect execution here for a first down.
And the Gators looking to finish the drive here. It's first and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for second and goal. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Gators. They're set now to try the PAT. And the PAT is good. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. They'll run it to the right side.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Second down, we're going to throw it. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up third down.
Chris, that's a classic case of predetermining what to do with the football. You've got this incredibly talented receiver, arguably the best athlete on the field. I get it. You want to get him the football, but throwing into double coverage, that's a no-no and a great way to throw picks.
Offense facing a third and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They've got him, but not before he makes a first down at the 41. The Buckeyes come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On first and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. The pass ball is incomplete on the scramble. That's good coverage.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find the rhythm.
Here's the second down play. And there's the handoff. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
And looking to throw now on first down. He's a wide-open receiver, complete. They could not stop him. He's in. Touchdown, Ohio State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. And they're finally able to bring him down. That's a big momentum play to wrap up the first quarter.
Ohio State 14, Florida 7.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Contact as he threw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. The Gators will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. The offense with some pre-snap motion. He's back to throw again on second down. Finds the receiver wide open. The tackle is finally made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 48-yard line.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He'll take a deep shot. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Back to throw again. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
The Gators churn out another first down. First down, looking to throw the football. Oh, it's dropped off the tip by the defense there. It's going to bring up second down.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Second and 10 here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. That one hurts. Backs him up 10 yards. Now it's second down here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. Receiver makes the catch, and the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. The catch is made inside the 10. Finally marked out after a big gain, but hold on. There's a penalty marker on the field. Let's check this out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. They're going for it, but the offense needs 13 yards on this 4th down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Looks like he's going to run. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Going the other way. Can they stop him? They finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The offense will obviously decline that penalty and take the result of the play. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. There's the handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Just ran away from the defense.
What a well-designed play here by this offense to get the ball to the gifted tight end. Of course, he's got the size, but here he shows you the speed that he has in outrunning the secondary into the end zone for a big touchdown.
And they tack on the extra point. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. In these rainy conditions, he's muffed it. And the Gators offense retakes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. On the run, it's Murphy. Powering through. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Gain makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
I say that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Solid gain on the running play. 3rd down now. Receiver in motion now. Can he make it to the marker? And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the 1st.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
It's an option look. Enough for the 1st, but still going. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Oh, man, it's plays like this that make the defensive coordinator want to throw his headset. Control. I mean, he gets carved up on the ground, but a quarterback is definitely frustrated. What a great job by the quarterback seeing the opportunity to not just pick up a big gain here, but take it in for 6 himself.
Automatic on the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Try to make a play from deep in his end zone. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Looking to throw it on first down. He's running out of time here.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he's sacked. He'll be brought down right at the 5-yard line.
A risky call here. Close to their own goal line. They're lucky they did not give up a safety in 2 points.
So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. The defense will wrap him up after a 7-yard gain. It'll bring up fourth down. Buckeyes will have to punt this one away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And he's going to finally head out of bounds. But you talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. And the Florida offense retakes the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Catch made on the right side. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
That's another positive game here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages.
Ball is free in the backfield. The offense falls on the fumble, keeps possession.
Wow, that's just big-time awareness by his teammate to be able to scoop up that ball like it was a ground ball. As a result, the offense retains possession.
Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Looking to pass here on second down. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Gators. Extra point try coming now. And there's the point after. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Tackle made, but he gets the ball out across the 20-yard line. Good game.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Oh, that one's picked off. Not much on the return there, but a great interception and get the offense the football at the 42. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. As a design quarterback keeper. Picks up the first, looking for more. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
These quarterbacks today in the college game are so athletic. They can beat you with their arm, obviously. Just when you think you have them figured out, they tuck the ball and go. I'd expect this defense to put in a spy to keep this quarterback from running.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment. But here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact. And as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. Using his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
That's what I love about this guy. Just getting good positive yards here and continue to just keep this drive alive.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 21 as this defense tries to make a stand and force a field goal attempt or a 4th down stop. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. The clock has stopped. We've reached the 2-minute warning before halftime. Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Here's the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
And the Gators hoping to punch it in here. They have 1st and goal. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. Because that puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back, but the continuity of this offensive line was on display. That's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT puts him in front by 7. Now they get set to kick it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? He's tackled at the 21. That's when the drive will start.
And the Ohio State offense will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining 1st half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's looking to make a big play downfield. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Well, the offensive coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the 2nd half.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Not a great return, but the important thing, the pick wipes out his scoring threat. They'll set the offense up at the 31.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What is an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
The offense was given a short field. Now can the defense come up with a huge stop here on third down? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. He'll take a deep shot here. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's first and goal. And it looks like the quarterback's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Gators. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off and hope the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to try for a return from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 25, same spot it would have been, and he left it in the end zone. Buckeye offense back onto the field. They've got a choice here in the final minute. Do they get aggressive, try to cut into this lead, or play it safe? And point, looking to make a play deep downfield. And he's intercepted for the fourth time tonight. Tackled after a short return to the 23. Nice play by this defense.
Chris, that's back-to-back drives now that this offense has thrown interceptions. They've got to be able to regroup on the sideline, adjust their schemes, maybe their personnel groupings or formations, try to find a new way to attack, because right now, this isn't working.
Tight end goes in motion. Play action here on first down. Quick completion to the tight end. A big hit by the linebacker. Physical tackle there, big versus big. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Who makes the grab. The offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
I understand the concept of bringing the blitz, and you hope that it gets home. But if you don't, you leave your corner in man-to-man situation against this wide receiver. That is a tough ask for this corner, and he's going to lose that battle more often than not.
The offense really clicking against this embattled defense. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble now. Heads out of bounds after another big gain and a first down. This defense has not been able to stop the quarterback run today.
Love the aggressive mindset from the play caller here on first down. Take a shot downfield. The only thing is, they're all covered. Nobody's open. He gets flushed out of the pocket, decides to run towards the boundary and gets out of bounds, and a good gain and a first down.
He's escaping the pocket now. And it's complete downfield. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big game. The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy. So just before halftime here, out comes the field goal unit. Met kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. And they add to their lead. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it deep to begin the second half. Long kickoff, no chance for a return. It'll be a touchback. And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. They get the second half started with the running play. Breaking free at the 35. And the play is good enough for a first down. They'll move the ball to the 44. Well, this offense continues to roll. We wondered, would this defense come up with some answers at halftime? Not on that play.
Yeah, they've tried to make every adjustment they can. This offense has been very impressive with the way they're able to keep this ball on the ground, churning out big yards.
Looking to make a big play downfield. Caught near the goal line. Touchdown, Florida. To stretch the lead, the route is on. Here's the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's tackled at the 6. Bad field position. Don't know why he brought that out. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback's having one of those games you just dream about. A lot of yards and a lot of touchdown passes. And in fact, he had open receivers again for another big play. The defense finally got pressure on him. Well, I think it would have been potentially another touchdown.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. He's going to pull it down and run. The pickup is 9. That's what they're looking for. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now.
Well, I always want to see quarterbacks try to pick up some additional yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have got to stay in the game and stay on the field. He's got to be careful out there.
The Buckeyes look to keep this drive moving.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this first down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a first down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
And the single back takes the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Caught quickly. Brought down at the 33. That's good enough to move the sticks.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Well, they tried the middle, but stuck for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Launches downfield. He pulls it in for a big gain. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's caught. It's Hoffman.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. And now the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And the back now goes in motion. Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. And he's got it. And they pick up the first down. Tackled at the 25.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity here, put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them the 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. And the defense says, not again. They wouldn't let him get loose for the scramble. Brought him down for a short gain. Continues offense pushing the ball down the field. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, this quarterback puts it to the big man once again. And I tell you, the matchup with this tight end against this secondary, you know, if they put a corner on him, he's too small. If they put a safety on him, he's too slow. They've been able to find those one-on-one matchups and allow this tight end to have a monster game in the national title.
Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Pass midfield. Inside the 30. The 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6 potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Was he on the end line? Apparently not. He's bringing it out. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Picks up some blocks. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. You talk about an unforgettable moment for that guy. A kick return for a touchdown in the championship game.
Chris, I didn't know if he had the speed to be able to take it all the way back to the end zone. Initially had some good blocks to spring him free, and then was just outrunning some angles that some of the kickoff coverage team had. Nice play.
Point after, not quite through. Kickoff team is on the field to root this one away. This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. The Gators offense retakes the field. First down, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. And he pulls in the catch. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
And he's got it already past the first down marker. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Touchdown, Florida. And the route is on.
Wait, Chris, 1, 2, 3. This is his 4th rushing touchdown in this game alone. This guy has a chance to not only be player of the game, maybe player of the week in the whole sport.
Going to try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. He's got it inside the 15. And the coverage team brings him down at the 26.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. First job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run.
Testing the defense with a throw downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Ohio State.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. That one sails out of the back of the end zone with the touchback. And the Florida offense retakes the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. He's moving out of the pocket. And here comes a deep shot. And the ball is picked off. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42.
Boy, just when it looked like they had complete control of the national championship, they turned the ball over. The only real mistake they could have made to give their opponent a chance to get back into the game, and they've done it.
And here comes the offense back out onto the field now. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making...
He's going for a big play downfield. Catch laid down inside the 25. And they've got him, but there's also a flag on the play. So the quarterback lost track of where he was. He was all the way beyond the line of scrimmage before throwing that pass. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
We finally see a changeup from this defense. It has been a long game for this defensive coordinator. A lot of touchdown passes. They finally find a way to affect the timing between the quarterback and his receivers by getting pressure.
Oh, and he's got some space here. It's a foot race. All the way for a touchdown. That could be a moment we never forget. A punt return to the house in a championship game.
You know, we've been calling national championship games forever. How often do you see a return like this taken all the way back for a touchdown? You talk about a game-changing opportunity for this team. We'll see if they can finish this game off after that.
And they're able to tack on the extra point. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Bringing it out, it's Huffman. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Takes the handoff, heads to the right. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Lets it go quickly. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. And that completion, Kirk, puts him over 300 yards passing today.
Yeah, anytime a quarterback has a day like this, really it all has to come together with the offensive line play, the receivers running these great routes, and he's just in sync. He's kind of in that zone right now, and he'll be the first one to tell you how much his teammates have helped him out today.
Grab down the middle. It's Ortiz. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now. First down here for this offense. And here's the handoff. The gain is 3. Now it's second down and 7.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Boy, this one's on the offensive line, Chris. They've got to do a better job of protecting the franchise quarterback. This guy's as good as there is in the country, and they're letting this pressure get to their quarterback. You either get the ball out faster, or the offensive line's got...
Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Not a big return, but the pick ends the scoring threat. The offense will now take over at the 30.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
Takes the handoff. It's Murphy. He shreds the tackle. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the third quarter of play.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Florida 66, Ohio State 35.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They moves the ball to about the 35. That's good for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear, refusing to be stopped on this play. Finally goes out of bounds after gobbling up big yardage on that run.
Man, this guy can fly. He gets one crease in the defense, and phew, he is gone. This guy is as fast as there is in the game.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. And he'll set up to throw. Makes the grab, a chance to score. Brought down after the catch, but at the 8-yard line. The offense threatening here.
Hey, they get some positive yards here. But just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
The RPO clock to the right. He's brought down just short of the marker on that play. Good job by the defense to prevent the first down.
How about this defense? That is called team pursuit. Swarming to this wide receiver on the screen, not allowing him to get his momentum upfield.
They went for it and failed on fourth down earlier. Let's see if they fare better here. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. He's got it near the end zone. Touchdown, Gators. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Getting set to kick the ball off now. And this won't be returnable out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Powers through. That'll pick up first down yardage very near the 40.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where the heck was that all been? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Game makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The pass is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half. And the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. On first and 10, looking to throw. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but the defense comes up with a takeaway.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up second down. Quarterback operating an empty set.
Easy.
They look to throw it here on second down. And now the ball comes out. A disastrous play from the start. Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway. Touchdown, Florida. A fumble return for 6. Look at this. They fake the PAT and try to throw for it. Potential momentum shift there. They scoop up the fumble and score.
Boy, you just got to give credit to this defender for locating the ball, getting his hands on it, and then scooping it and scoring. So often you see guys that just want to go down. This guy realized, hey, I got athletic ability. I can pick it up. I'm going to score myself.
And the Ohio State offense will take over. First and 10.
Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away in each of the last 2 possessions. He's looking deep here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. They bring him down after a short return with a takeaway. The 26-yard line is huge.
Well, that interception really about cost him the game here. And I understand. You got to do everything you can to get back in and down by a couple scores. But the interception, for the most part, seals the deal for the defense.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Gators. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good as they build on this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. Breaks clear over the middle. Can they catch him? Touchdown, Buckeyes. It was a foot race and he won it.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. We're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the Gators offense retakes the field. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. First down, looking to throw the football. And he'll loft this one deep to the left side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Florida. And the beatdown continues. Now here comes the point after attempt. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. That's a deep kickoff, hammered out the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Breaks clear, end zone ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
You know, the most impressive thing to me, Chris, I'm not going to win this football game. I love that they're still fighting. I think that tells you a lot about this team, the character, the culture, the way they're coached. It's not their day, but I'm just impressed that they're still battling out there.
Extra point knocked right down the middle. The kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the Florida offense retakes the field. This offense scorched the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. Trying to extend the play. And it's incomplete, even in a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
Important third down play coming up. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Makes a quick catch. The defense stops him just short of the marker. That'll bring up fourth down. The Gators come to the line in the hurry up. Trying for a fourth down completion. Looking to scramble. He's going to take off. Out of bounds after another big scramble. This guy's legs has been a major weapon for the offense today.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
The shotgun running play call. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
You know, I'd say this run is pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, the guys up front have controlled the line of scrimmage. They've given the quarterback time to throw. They've been able to run, really, whatever they've wanted to. That's why the points are going up on the board. Right now, the psyche of this offense is we're in control, and we can do whatever we want whenever we feel like doing it.
Rifles this football to the left. Deep shot caught inside the 25. Poked out of bounds, but it's another big game. This offense producing chunk plays through the air.
Chris, how about this approach by this offensive play caller? Up big, fourth quarter, and they're still taking shots downfield looking for more points. I think they're trying to rub it in here a little bit.
Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw a good pass rush there on first down. Offense lines up. This is the 7th play now on this drive. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to pass here on second down. Pressure is coming. He's moving out of the pocket now. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
Pretty good job here by the quarterback of just getting away from the sack and throwing that ball away to live for the next down. I really thought he was going to be brought down. They had such good pressure on him. But once again, you can see the mobility of this young man and what he's capable of doing. So, incompletion, but at least it's not a negative play or a turnover.
The Gators lining up here on 1st and 10.
You talk about a dream football game at the college level. This guy's now over 400 yards passing today.
And he runs it out just short of the end zone there.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. And, of course, they'll work the clock here, keep it on the ground. Touchdown, Gators. To stretch the lead, the route is on.
Chris, you talk about having a day. This offense just goes out. They're not even looking at the scoreboard. They're just going out, executing the play call, and continuing to put points on the board.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Now they get set to kick it away. And the deep kick will sail out the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
Everything about this play tells you about today's offenses and what they're asking out of their running backs. You can't just be a guy who runs the football anymore. You have to be able to catch it as well. And he didn't do a very good job with it on this play.
But a quick stop by the defense. He just chews, so it's 3rd and 8. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, the pass is picked off. Look out, he's got some space. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Oh, man, Chris, I really thought this offense had a chance to get back into this game. The only thing you hate to see is the interception. But give credit to the defense. They come up with a big play that potentially ices the game.
Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the 1st down, but tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Finally able to take him down, but that's a great return after the pick.
Man, I hate to sit up here and second-guess the play caller, but why would you be throwing the football with the lead and we're under 3 minutes to go in the national championship? Now you give your opponent a real shot to get right back into the game. Yikes.
Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Offense getting set. 2nd down play here. DB is looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. It is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
I just don't think there's anything else you can do as a play caller. You've got to be able to throw the ball downfield. You just got to hope that your quarterback and receivers can execute and the defense knows it's coming. Here the interception cost them.
And the Florida offense is back out on the field now. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. On the run, it's Murphy. Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain. Just pounding away for another big gain, Cook. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown.
That's incomplete. Even on a 1st down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. It's a short completion to the tight end. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. And the Gators come to the line to run the hurry up. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Linebackers making some adjustments now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes the grab. It's Sanders. Tackled, but 1st down. The Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Looking for 6. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Boy, this quarterback is living on the edge. Remember, he threw an interception in the last drive. Thought he might learn from that. Instead, he throws the ball right back into coverage. I thought he threw another pick. He better change the way he's playing the game or he's going to cost his team a game.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Slides down to avoid the tackle. Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going or they have to settle for 3? On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a 4th down.
Interesting call here, Chris, to throw the ball on 3rd and short. Unable to come up with a 1st down. Now here, 4th down, you got a big decision to make. Do you kick the field goal just to add to the lead, or maybe go for this here with a chance to drop the hammer?
They've converted 2 of 3 so far in 4th down, and they'll stay aggressive here. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. 1st down.
Oh, this is a great job here. Looks downfield, nobody open, takes off and tries to use his legs to go for it. And gets to the sidelines, gets out of bounds, avoids the hit, and most importantly, he got that 1st down.
Touchdown, Florida. And the route is on.
The coaches love to see a football team that doesn't get caught up in the scoreboard. They're just out executing and doing what needs to be done. That's what we're seeing from this offense. Yeah, they continue to put points on the board and they're pulling away. I just love to see the execution and how they're going about their business.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Corners back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Hoffman. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be 1st down yardage. They stop the clock with a timeout, 9 seconds remaining. 2nd down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a 1st down.
He runs out of bounds at the 47. And that's a 1st down for the offense.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. The ball falls to the ground. We have a national champion. What an emphatic statement to close out this national championship run. You know, the coach told his guys, go out there and leave no doubt. Let's say mission accomplished.
Well, sometimes a team wins a national championship.